Coming into this week, Athens was 4 weeks away from their third consecutive TVC-Ohio crown. This week, the team that stood in their way was rival Alexander. The Spartans were desperately looking to end their 5-game losing streak, but they haven't beat the Bulldogs since 2010. And I'm now joined by TVC-Ohio reporter Nathan Tagish. Nathan, Athens, they're at home, they're playing very hot, but you really couldn't count out this Alexander team.
Well, Keith, there really is no such thing as a gimme in the TVC-Ohio, and there were some signs that pointed to this being a trap game for Athens. Since Alexander switches to more of a passing attack 3 weeks ago, the Spartans have scored 37 per game, trailing only Athens in that span. But Athens' offense is simply on a completely different level, and the Bulldogs are led by two of our Player of the Year candidates in Joe Burrow and Trey Williams. Alexander started with the ball. Quarterback Brody McGrath, he loves to get out of the pocket. He scrambles here for 6 yards, but the drive would stall and Alexander would punt, and the offense of Athens began. Joe Burrow, first down run on right here, dragging Alexander defenders along with him, and on the very next play, 32 yards up top to Adam Lorman. He comes down with it in the end zone. That kid's just too tall. 6-0 Athens. And then on their next possession, Burrow pitches it to Williams. 67-yard touchdown run. Now it's 14-0 Athens. And this guy, you just cannot catch him from behind. Alexander, meanwhile, their offense on the other side of the coin, they were out of sync all night. McGrath here, incomplete deep downfield. Nobody in the area. Spartans would punt again. And then Joe Burrow would make him pay. He was locked in on this 17-yard touchdown pass to Sam Vanderven, 21-0 Athens. And then on their next drive, a sick 32-yard run by Trey Williams, gashing his way into Spartans territory. You know, Keith, anytime the Bulldogs touched the ball tonight, they were really making big plays.
They can make some huge plays, especially through the air and on the ground.
And Joe Burrow can do it on the ground, too. 16-yard touchdown run here by Burrow, 28-0 Bulldogs, and there are still 5 minutes left in the first quarter. And Alexander's offense, they did come alive late in the first. McGrath here, pointing and going to Jacob Wyrick downfield, 11 yards down to eventually to the 3-yard line, and they would cap off the drive with a 5-yard touchdown pass to Colt Taylor, but there were still 45 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time for the Bulldogs. Burrow dances around in the pocket, looking pretty comfortable, getting those blocks, and he flicks it downfield to Vanderven again, breaks a tackle, and see ya, this kid is gone for 50 yards and another touchdown, 35-7 Athens. Burrow gives some love to his man Vanderven, his second score in the first quarter. Athens would roll on to win this one, 83-14. Joe Burrow, 11 for 11, 282 yards. 5 scores. Trey Williams, almost 250 yards and 3 scores of his own. Vanderven had 2 scores, and the Spartans were outgained in this one by 544 yards. It was really a dominant performance.
83 points. Wow, that Athens offense is hot. But we had at Jeremy Olinger, he tweeted us and said, if Megs plays the way that they are against Athens, we might have a game to watch out for in 2 weeks. Question is, does Megs have the best chance to dethrone Athens?
Well, Keith, I would definitely say that Megs, out of all the teams in the TVC-Ohio, they definitely have the best chance, especially after their win in Vinton County tonight. But the Marauders are going to have to play the game of their lives if they want to take down the Bulldogs. An extraordinary defensive effort might be enough to hold Athens under 50 points. It'll come down to whether or not they can keep up on offense.
Well, defense will be key, and they'll have to score some points against this tough Athens team. Thanks a lot, Nathan.